Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is going to be the first Dragon Ball game to release DLC of the Daima characters, and this is going to be a video about the second pack of Daima character DLC, because we already know what's going to be in the first pack based on the release schedule, with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot only covering the first 8 episodes of Dragon Ball Daima. However, Sparking Zero cannot do that because they need more than just Super Saiyan Daima Goku and Tamagami Free, so we'll be going over what appears at the end of Dragon Ball Daima, excluding the very obvious new Goku transformation that we'll probably see at the end of the series when it's all said and done. And while we're talking about that, you guys let me know what you think Goku's new transformation is going to be. Do you think it's going to be a variant of Super Saiyan 4? Do you think it's going to be like a new Demon Realm form that he can only use in a Demon Realm, which is why he never used it in Dragon Ball Super? Let me know in general what you think the new transformation for Goku is going to be, because they've already announced and revealed that Daima is basically just a canon modern version of Dragon Ball GT. And what's the most popular thing about GT? Super Saiyan 4. Alright, there you go. So let's get on with the video and talking about the new DLC for Sparking Zero from Dragon Ball Daima. Hello everyone, it's me again, Steve Doge here, back to another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video, and yeah, like I said, this is going to be about the DLC. Now, first, I think I'm going to talk about characters who are definitely 100% not going to be DLC. I think characters like Degesu, Rinsu, Supreme Kai, because they absolutely hate him. Someone recently told me that Supreme Kai hasn't even been playable in a Dragon Ball game since Tenkaichi 3, which is ridiculous. But I think a lot of these characters aren't going to be actual DLC characters. Keep in mind, we did not get Pan as a DLC character, despite the fact that Pan was a big thing in Dragon Ball Superhero. We didn't get Pan, like DBS Pan, as a DLC character for like 18 Krillin, Goten, Trunks. We didn't get any versions of like any updated versions of any of these characters. So I don't think anyone who's not a key fighter is going to be playable. So we didn't even get Fat Gotenks, and that would have been such an easy, like, low DP character to add to the game. He could have been, like, 4 DP or 3 or 2 or something. They could have added Fat Gotenks, but they didn't. Like, you know, like Dragon Ball Superhero Fat Gotenks. So that makes me think Majin Ku might not be a DLC character, since Do does all the fighting as well. No Rinsu, no Degesu, no Supreme Kai. And honestly, I would probably say no Glorio if it wasn't for the fact that they already shown he's going to be in the first set of Daima DLC. So thankfully, we do have Glorio coming in. But anyone who basically isn't a main fighter isn't going to be playable. So I want you to keep that in mind, that Gomah's base form is probably not going to be in a game. Like, let's just get that out of the way. His base form is not going to be in the game. The weird, like, Demon Realm Ginyu Force aren't going to be playable. You know, even Tamagami 3 and 2, I don't think they'll be playable either. I think it'll just be Tamagami 1. And I'm going to make this really quick when it comes to the stages. There's a very obvious stage that they can add to the game. It's the one that the characters are fighting in right now. It's the one that Gomah made with his like newfound power of the third eye. That's a really easy stage to do, so I think that's probably going to be the only stage you'll get. We know Sparking Zero does hate stages, so I imagine this will be the only one, meaning we still only have one destructible stage being Namek. Now, for characters that I do think are actually going to be playable in DLC 3, very obvious ones is, again, Tamagami 1. I do believe that they'll probably add Super Saiyan 3 Goku and whatever his final form is. I'm just going to call it Super Saiyan 4 for now because we don't know what it's called, right? We'll call it Daima Super Saiyan 4. I do think Super Saiyan 3 and Daima 4 will probably get added in DLC 2 because, well, DLC 3, but Daima DLC Pack 2, because they can just do Super Saiyan 1 and 2 for his first DLC. Give him 2 new transformations. That'll probably satisfy people long enough for until they wait for his like new final form to be added to the game, right? He could drop alongside Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 Daima Vegeta, and I think they'll keep people satisfied long enough while they cook up Super Saiyan 3 and Daima 4 as forms for Goku. And again, there's no guarantee he's actually gonna get a new form, but it's been what, 8 years since 7-8 years since Ultra Instinct. It's kind of a long time for no transformation, especially for Goku, when this is, again, basically just a canon version of GT, approved by Toriyama and everything. It's a canon version of GT. They aimed to capture the spirits of Dragon Ball GT with this, and they pretty much did. The characters are kids, they go on a Dragon Ball hunting adventure, new powerful opponents. Goku's bound to get the most popular part of that, which is, you know, the Super Saiyan 4, you know, adolescent form, or the adult form, right? It's kind of a bit obvious, so I hate to like say it's guaranteed, but it's you know, what else are we leading towards, right? So yeah, I can't wait to see what the Daima 4 form looks like, but that'll definitely be in the last DLC pack, alongside obviously King Gomah. Now, we don't know if Gomah's going to transform at all after this. He's a Dragon Ball villain, so, you know, he could just have a Jiren mode. I mean, he's already basically Jiren. Have you seen his design? But he could have a Jiren moment where his transformation could just be something like, you know, his shirt comes off and he's just more buff with, like, a key aura around him. Or it could be, I don't know, something, like, kind of more eccentric, maybe more demonic, like a transformation more akin to, like, Boo's, where he could just change his entire appearance from, like, Fat Boo to Super Boo or Kid Boo or Cell, Frieza kind of transformation, where his whole design might change. Again, Daima has, like, 3 episodes left, so, you know, 3 episodes is a lot of time for a villain to reveal a last transformation. A good example is Jiren, right? Dragon Ball Super, the anime, had like, what, 2 episodes left, and Jiren casually just goes full power, and that's a form he has in every game now. So, yeah, I think it's possible for Daima to reveal a new form for Gomah. Another thing I think is that we're not going to get Goku and Vegeta fusing, by the way, because obviously, you know, Daima 4, that's a bit more important. But we're not going to get Goku and Vegeta fusing because they're probably going to save the fusion bug for probably either Glorio and Supreme Kai, since they both like, you know, they're both like, you know, whitehead, like demon looking dudes who can do that. Or maybe, or most likely like Majin Ku and Majin Du, because I mean, look at them. One of them is smart, the other one is strong. That's like the perfect like blend for a fusion, right? So I could see that being done. I think another thing that adds to that is that Goku did drop the bag with the fusion bugs in it and the revive bugs. And the only reason for him to do this would be so someone else picks them up, because if he needed to fuse, they would just leave them in his pocket, like writing-wise, so he can just take it out and fuse with Vegeta when he needs to. So I think it's going to be used for Majin Ku and Du, so we can get, you know, basically another Majin form. That would be cool, seeing a Majin fusion, like the first official canon Majin fusion in Dragon Ball. I don't even think Xenoverse or Dragon Ball Super Heroes does anything like that. They just have Majins absorb each other, not actually like fuse for real. So I can see a Kudu fusion, a Super Saiyan 3 and Daima 4 Goku, and King Gomah obviously with, you know, a hypothetical new final form stacked on top of it. And honestly, if they go over the top, we could see a Daima 4 for Vegeta as well. They might do that, since again they could probably just leave it to the writing to go, oh, he can only use it in a demon realm, which is why he didn't use it against Beerus in Battle of Gods, right? You know, they could still do that, so we might see that for Vegeta, because again, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is still so popular that even Vegeta is basically like massively hated. They still put Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and the Super Saiyan 4s make it into everything despite how unpopular GT is. So the whole point of Daima is to just make a popular version of GT that has all these same things that people love, but that they can still stack onto like Dokkan, you know, Xenoverse, Sparking Zero, Dragon Ball Heroes, all these. Well, I guess Dragon Ball Heroes doesn't exist anymore, but you know what I mean. The whole point of this is obviously not just to tell a great story, but to make money. And the best way to make money is to do the things that the people liked before, which would be, you know, Super Saiyan 4. I didn't even think about it, but while I was mentioning that, Xenoverse 2 actually could benefit a lot from this as well. Now, Xenoverse 2 has a much slower release schedule, so we probably won't even see Daima, like, you know, all these characters till like maybe Future Saga Chapter 4 in Xenoverse 2. The Xenoverse 2 is just a really slow game, but it would benefit Xenoverse 2 a lot to have all of these things as well. We might even get Super Vegeta 3 finally in Xenoverse 2, or maybe some new Majin exclusive skills or transformations of Ku and Du. I could see that being done completely. New super attacks based on all the characters, like, you know, oh my god, now that I thought about that, actually, Goku has Super Saiyan 3 and potentially Daima 4. This might be the first chance we can get a canon Dragon Fist, because think about it, Dragon Fist is not canon. That is a move used on Hirudegan once in a movie that is not canon. It does not exist. He never used it throughout all of Dragon Ball Super. So this could be the chance to really get the fans back in by having Goku use his ultimate move. Again, he uses Dragon Fist a lot in GT, right? So I could see him using Dragon Fist as like the ultimate move to beat Gomah here. Maybe the Dragon Fist will be based on the Demon Realm Dragon, because we still haven't seen how the Demon Realm Dragon or the Demon Realm Shenron even looks yet, right? And all the Shenrons look different. Even the ones in the manga from like Granola's planet looks different. I can't wait to see how the Demon Realm Shenron looks, and if that would influence the shape of the dragon in Daima 4's Dragon Fist. Did I mention Tamagami 1 again with characters that would show up? But yeah, Tamagami 1, Daima 4 Dragon Fist, maybe Daima 4 Kaioken Kamehameha times 10, because it'd be red, because demons and red. That's pretty easy to do. Ku and Du, Gomah's potential transformation, and these are all things that can still be added to Xenoverse 2 as well, although it'll take infinitely longer for them to show up in Xenoverse 2. But yeah, I hope we get them in Sparking Zero and Xenoverse 2 soon, because we haven't even got Daima's first DLC pack, and the series is about to end. It's only a 20-episode anime. With Dragon Ball Super, they were definitely a lot faster releasing content for it, but at the same time though, Xenoverse 2 did release in the middle of Super airing, so maybe that's why. I'm not sure. But either way, I think this is a great place to end the video. Again, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below about all of this, because I can't wait to see. I can't wait for the episodes in general, but then I can't wait to see how they look and play in the games. So yeah, I think that's a great place to end the video, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you didn't, obviously again, please leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, it greatly supports the channel, and leave a comment down below as to what you'd like to see next, fellas. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Take care, and peace.